This is the consensus welterweight champion of the world and also Mr. Pound for Pound #1. There have been a lot of great fighters in the history of boxing who have worked very hard and put in a ton of commitment in the gym trying to reach the ranking of #1 pound for pound. It's a mythical kind of thing, and it's not easy to get there and make it 100% clear that you're the guy. 100% clear in our world right now, Terence Crawford is the guy. You agree with that? You are indisputably #1 pound for pound?
Well, in my mind, yes. But everybody had their own opinions. I let them have their own opinions and so forth.
Okay. When you read people assuming or making an educated guess that you have a target in your mind to graduate upward in weight and fight Canelo Alvarez, are they right?
Well, yeah. You know, that's a fight that I'll be very interested in taking. And a lot of people say I'm crazy for thinking about fighting a guy such many weight classes above me and so big and strong, but that's what we do it for. You know, the challenges that's opposed in front of us.
So you do it for the chance to prove you can do things that other people don't think you can do.
That's correct.
Yeah, such as going up and beating a sturdy, proven, established, comfortable in his weight, 168-pound guy.
That's right.
What do you need to do to get from this point to be in aside from winning now against Madrimov? What do you need to do?
Oh, just keep being myself. You know, my main focus is this weekend. I'm not thinking about any other fighter, for that matter. Madrimov is a good fighter. He's a tough competitor, and he's hungry, and he's going to come and bring his A game, and he's going to try to dethrone me. So my focus is on him because he's dangerous.
I've heard people compare him to Golovkin in terms of style, and because there's some power in his game. I've heard him compared to Canelo because of the kind of sturdy, stocky build and so far effective punch resistance, good chin. Do you think those comparisons to Golovkin and Canelo are valid?
Well, everybody have their own opinion on his style. You know, we shall see.
What has he done that impresses you?
Well, I think, you know, his movement, his elusiveness, his boxing IQ. I think that impressed me more than anything else.
So I first started calling your fights on HBO at a moment when you were a conventional fighter with the jab hand in front and would bring the right hand for power. And sometimes back in those days, you would mix in a little southpaw. It looked like spice in the stew. It didn't look like the main thing. And gradually over time, we've now gotten to the point where you open the fight in a southpaw stance and go ahead and take advantage of the tactical advantage that gives to you as you go along. How did that whole process work in your mind?
Well, I've been going southpaw since I was an amateur, and just different styles for different fighters. You know, sometimes I'd come out southpaw with a southpaw or southpaw with an orthodox fighter, or I'll come out orthodox. You know, it just depends on the style of the fighter.
You made Errol Spence look as though he didn't know what had hit him. You seemed to shock Errol Spence with your power out of the southpaw stance. Did you know gradually going along that you were going to get to that stage where you could dominate people with power from the left-handed stance?
Well, of course. You know, if you look back to the build-up, I always said I was the bigger puncher. I always said that Errol was a mauler, like he'll wear you down, and he wasn't a one-punch knockout puncher. You know, you never really seen Errol knock somebody out with one punch. So we knew we was the bigger puncher in that fight.
Are you the bigger puncher tomorrow night against Madrimov?
We shall see. I never knew. I never know because we haven't got a lot of fights to go on to say how big of a puncher he is.
And you've got other options for winning the fight anyway. right?
Well, no, it's just a guy with 11 fights. You know, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of him with top fighters.
Right.
We don't know the caliber of fighters that he's been in the ring with that could solidify him as a mega puncher.
Well, he'll be in with the top fighter tomorrow night. Thank you very much, Terence.
Thank you.